Our power went out approximately 5:45 on Monday afternoon, and of course we've lost everything, our heat, our ability to use our septic system because we have pumps in the septic system. So it's been a little difficult, but Monday night went pretty well. Tuesday got a little tougher, but so we went out to dinner Tuesday night at a friend's house, and today we're just curious as to when we're going to get our service back. The preparation was pretty well detailed by BGE in their broadcasts and news programs and stuff like that. So had all the flashlights out and tried to prepare with water and ice. And of course, most of that was done by my wife, who's a lot more adept at preparedness than I am. So we had followed the advice that BGE gave to its customers, and it was good advice. This whole area is nothing but trees. And of course, the power lines are all running through the tree line area, and they look somewhat similar to what you're experiencing here on Providence Road. They run through the trees, so even the wind blowing through the trees has an impact on the power lines. And so usually when there is any kind of a strong storm, there's trees that are coming down and cutting off the power lines, at least to our residents anyway. I started driving around the neighborhood and came up to Providence Road and addressed some of the crews that were working down at Providence and Hart Road. Very nice people from out of town, very kind, very willing to talk to you and give some information. And they were working very hard. The situation down at Providence and Hart Road yesterday was pretty complicated with the tree that came down, as is the situation right here with the trees. The tree that's down here is enormous. It must be, you know, well over 100 years old. But all the men here, I've talked to them this afternoon, and they gave me an assessment of what they think their work conditions are and when they will finish, and they're optimistic. And that's the same thing that they gave us yesterday, was an honest assessment. And none of these people are from the Baltimore area. So very kind of them to come here so far to help us out. And I've always had a great appreciation for the work that BGE does. And whenever you need to interact with them, I found them to be, you know, congenial, responsible, knowledgeable. They're under a lot of pressure right now, so it's been difficult to get, you know, some specific information over the telephone. But doing what I'm doing, coming out and talking to the crews to find out what the status is, has enabled us to plan, you know, to make the best of it that we can.